Hey friends, welcome back to Paneling. As always, today we're going to try to have a chill time and learn something new about drawing. Working on feathers helps to use a pen tool. I'm actually going to collapse my border onto my ink layer. There's really no reason to keep it separate, other than my anxiety. I use a thick brush to do the feather shapes. I think it captures a little bit better the motion. This big ruffly coat that he's got, which Oda does a really great job of shaping in the manga. And a lot of times he squares off the feathers, which we're not doing here, but gets that really great kind of volumetric effect in the manga. I'm blazing through One Piece. Dressrosa's in the rear view. I'm in the middle of Whole Cake now. Excited about what's to come. You know, there's been a lot of groundswell for Wano among people who know that I'm reading One Piece. And so high expectations on that. That didn't pan out so well for me on Dressrosa. Like I liked Dressrosa, but I don't think it lived up to the hype that I was expecting. Hey, before I keep blathering about One Piece, I'm gonna try doing some of these little texture lines today. I've said last time that I've never really done a good job with those in the past, but it's kind of core to the effect of the panel. So I need to really sit down and figure out how to do it. Debating how much safety net I want to go with. I could make another layer and I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go for it. Honestly, these feathers just didn't take that long to draw, and so if I need to do it again, it's not the end of the world. Anyways, when it comes to One Piece, it's like I try to stay as in the dark as possible. Now I don't really care about I shouldn't say. I care about spoilers. I don't try to keep myself as in the dark as I used to about spoilers. Game of Thrones was the last thing that I cared about spoilers for. So I was working a day job at the time, and I was doing comics by night. And I was waking up. Well, I was doing comics by very early morning. I would wake up at 4:30 every morning to work on comics before I went to work, and that's when I watched Game of Thrones. And the Game of Thrones episodes were getting so long that I didn't have enough time to watch the entire episode before I had to go to work. And so I started getting up at like 3 o'clock on Monday mornings after the day after it aired to watch it, and then just zombied through the entire day. And after that, I was just like, oh my god, what am I doing to myself for nothing? And that last season of Game of Thrones was not great. So that's kind of when I decided that it's just like, yeah, I just don't. I can't care about spoilers anymore. You know, the life that I have just does not lend itself to spoilers or to staying spoiler. And it's so hard to stay pure now. Like I'm watching the Olympics right now. I love the Olympics. And it's like I'll open any app I'll open my home screen and I'll get a spoiler for the Olympics. It's like, what? Why you gotta be like that? Why we gotta FOMO the Olympics? It's the Olympics. Alright. I don't know if I'm 100% happy with that, but I'm not 100% unhappy with it either, so. I'm like avoiding the face. The face is gonna be the last thing I do. I'll tell you right now. There's a part of me that's like always wants to try to do things really slowly. And with this kind of ink, it's like I want to shut off my brain. Turn off brain and go on autopilot and just trust in the pencil and let this thing figure itself out. I love these fingers. If you read my comics, and you should read my comics, I don't know why you're here if you don't read my comics. Links are in the descriptions. Check them out. I make a lot of comics. You know I love stylization. So, really strong stylization on the hand is very cool. Very cool stuff. One of the reasons I love One Piece as much as I do. Kind of noticing that my feathers on this side are a lot different than my feathers on the other side. Let's hope that doesn't look too weird. And we want to make sure that the shapes look good and consistent, suggesting the object that they represent. I feel like that's something that we always need to remember when we're working on a drawing, is that you're not drawing an object, you're drawing a representation of an object. You're suggesting the presence of an object to someone else's brain. That's how that works. I like this side a lot better than I like this side, which could be an issue. And we'll see if we can figure out how to fix that. I also haven't blacked in this side yet, so it's possible that I will change my mind immediately. That's never happened on this channel before. Oh no. Brendan always does exactly what he says and never changes his mind. Please fact check that by watching literally any other video. So, stay hydrated. I like this side better than I like this side. Why? Now that you've had the time to answer Dora the Explorer style, I will tell you why. This is more suggestive of the shapes, the volume of the feather coat. This is me drawing a bunch of feather shapes in an attempt to trick you into thinking that I've drawn a feather coat. Whereas this does a better job. You can't see where I'm. This here. That does a better job of expressing the feather coat. This, it just doesn't look good. So we're gonna erase. Oh Lord, we're gonna erase. And don't worry. It's mostly these all these diamonds that I drew that I don't like. I wanna put that over there. And there is a degree to which this is kind of silly because a lot of this is going to be covered up by the doo-doom. But I still think that I can just do a slightly better job. Really quick. Again, we're inking the shadows and the negative space between objects. We're not trying to do... I said it a while back, a couple of videos ago, maybe it was the last video, I don't remember, time is an illusion. But I said that I've been accused of inking lines instead of painting, you know, bad with the vocabulary today, but this is the sense that I'm trying to impart to you, is that when you try to draw the outlines of every individual shape on something like this, it looks overwrought. It looks it's flat. It doesn't capture the volume that it needs to capture, and it looks like you didn't fully understand the object. So, going back at this with a different approach, going at it again and saying we're looking to capture the space between the objects, and we're looking to capture the shaded areas and the shadowed areas. That is going to be a better way to communicate the feathers. Because you got to think, right, that the light areas are the highest spots on the coat. The shadowed areas, like the inside of the cowl, the underside. So that is something that's kind of an important way to think about it, and it's already looking better. All right, thanks for sticking with me today. Next time, keep working on this, keep learning new things, keep chilling out. Hey, please, if you're a fan of the show, if you just enjoyed watching today's video and you'd like to see more, I do tons of videos, I do tons of time-lapse shorts, I do tons of all kinds of things. Like, comment, subscribe, that kind of stuff. Helps out the channel, helps me out, helps me feel good. If you want to check out my comics, hey, links in the description. We got a Kickstarter campaign in pre-launch right now for a comic called Circuit Champ that I'm the artist for. It's a great comic about mecha fighting. If you like tournament arcs and that sort of thing, the spirit of competition that you would see in something like Pokemon, that's the comic for you. You're going to enjoy that a lot. It's manga style. It's very cool. Also, you know, Mario Destroy the Moon. I haven't talked about that in a while, but that's like my flagship creator-owned comic, so please check that out. It's free to read, and you can also buy physical copies of it in my coffee store. Check out my coffee store. Or Let It Pulp, of course. A new issue coming out of Let It Pulp in just a little bit. Another 24 pages of pulpy action plus creator interviews this time. New stuff, new comics every month when you subscribe to that for just $4 American dollars. All on my coffee, all links in the description. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you next time.